Hello everyone, my name is Ken, the Bearded Accountant. If this is your first time visiting my channel, please subscribe if you feel this content is of value. Please don't make me beg. I don't usually post a video on a Saturday, but I recently posted a video that I thought was a really good idea, but I felt that I was about as clear as mud as far as getting my point across. So I'm going to try and keep this short. I'm going to skip my intro and get right into it. Please hang with me for a bit on this one and let me explain why I don't see a downside to what I'm suggesting, and even more the significant upside to what I'm suggesting. Okay, so many of us buy combos of oil and butter or oil and balm. So let's say for the sake of argument that we've purchased over a little bit of time 6 oils and matching butters from Company A. Now what's the upside of this? Easy. We can match scent profiles of our oils and butters together. Now what's the downside? The downside is that we have 6 butters that, as far as daytime use, are probably only going to be used when we're using the matching oil. Now what this can add up to is a lot of partially used tins of butter. So let's say that if instead of buying 6 butters to match the 6 oils, you bought 1 unscented butter instead. I'll start with the supposed downside. If you're using an unscented butter, you're putting an unscented product on top of a scented product and potentially partially muting the scent. Now first, pretty much all of the butters I use for daytime use are unscented, and I have never had a problem with the diminished scent. Even if I was convinced that the butter was causing a problem, preventing me from fully enjoying the scent, a simple solution or hack would be to apply 2 or 4 drops of scented oil and apply it after the butter. I've never felt the need to do this. Now, for what I think are some upsides to that single unscented butter over 6 scented butters, first, instead of in 18 months potentially having 6 partially used butters that are getting a little suspect, you'll most likely have used every speck of product you paid for. Even more important, if you haven't used it because you found other butters you enjoy more, well, it's a good thing that you didn't have 5 more of them. Now, to that point, you probably won't continue using a butter that doesn't really work for you. I would imagine a lot of times the thought process is, well, I guess I'm supposed to use this butter when I use that oil because they're a combo, they're a match. Another great advantage, when you do find a butter that knocks your socks off, guess what? It's available to use in combination with any oil from any company in any scent. Another thing I want to mention is that the savings from the 5 butters you didn't buy, you can now roam the beard world trying out other butters that are actually different, not just different smelling. I'd argue that you're not limiting yourself by going the unscented route. With those freed up dollars, you can expand your beard journey into 6 different companies where you would have spent the money on 6 butters from the same company, the same mixture, the same formula. Now, I'm not saying never buy scented beard butter. I'm saying maybe we should turn off the autopilot on selecting combos. For nighttime use, there are always going to be butters that we just want to use. Though keep in mind that a couple of drops of scented oil would probably get you to the same place in most cases. Then there are those cases where you may enjoy the butter more than the oil. For me, a perfect example is Live Bearded's The Legend. I like the scent of the butter more than the oil, and I think the butter has a much stronger, longer lasting scent. In this case, I'm going to buy more of the Legend butter, but I probably won't ever replace the oil when I use it up, and it'll be an opportunity for me to use up some of my unscented oils. In a nutshell, I've come to believe that given that most of us have limited resources, that most of the time unscented butters can be a better choice. They're more versatile, there's less waste, most likely, in that if you go with the unscented route, you might find a real change in your choice of butters over time, and probably a heck of a lot less waste. By the way, if you want to check out the video that I thought came out a bit crappy and was supposed to be on this topic, check out my video, Unscented Beard Butter. Please subscribe, like, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next time.